Alright, guys. Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2019. And we're going to be playing some Knights of the Old Republic 2. Let me do something real quick here. Alright, guys. Whoop. Happy New Year. Let's see here. There we go. Let's get rid of this. And yeah, it's about that time. So let me do that. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, actually, well, I don't know. I feel like whenever people say this is going to be interesting, like it's supposed to be a sense of foreboding. But no, in this case, there's no foreboding. So I'm playing this in 4K. The stream is downsampled to 1920 by 1080. Except that's not working at all. Hang on. That's bad. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the selection wasn't working. Okay, so we're on Nar Shaddaa. We're going to try and get into Goto's business. So...
I certainly hope that rude C7 unit didn't send you over here. Those more recent models have no etiquette programming whatsoever.
DD.
I think he should be replaced or shipped down to maintenance to direct droids there. But I cannot seem to convince my masters of the logic of the request.
Vreet? DD.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, despite what others would say. A number designation for a C7 unit means far more than an integer increase.
Cheers. D.
Some droids undergo radical changes with each generation. Each numeric jump in sequence can have wide-ranging changes in functionality and temperament. But then, you are a new model yourself. I wouldn't expect you to understand how it feels. Now, was there something I could help you with?
Yeah, it's interesting how rough these textures look at this resolution. I don't know how well that's... Actually, like, I'm looking at the stream, it looks like it's very much coming across. Though some of the textures look kind of okay, but yeah, this is definitely showing its age. D. 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 D.
I see. Well, good day to you then.
Okay.
I am sorry, but only authorized cargo droids are allowed into the warehouse. I cannot permit you to enter due to the sensitive cargo.
Bereet. Deet deet.
No. In fact, I do not have you on my list of Codin's acquisitions. How did you get in here?
D deet. D reet.
I see. Well, I have no current use for you. I'll assign you to C6E3. He needs the help to make up for his inferior programming.
Persuade. Dwoo. Dwoo.
If you do not wish to comply with these instructions, I can have you given a memory wipe and behavioral reprogramming.
Dwoo.
Good. Now report to C6E3. You will be assisting him.
What a dick.
Oh, you're back. What can I do for you?
D D D D.
That C7 droid absolutely infuriates me. Needs help to do my job, do I?
D D D.
I would be happy to help you, but as long as that C7 unit is perched at the door, I can't.
Dwoo.
Well, If the C7 unit were to be disabled, my programming would require me to take over his responsibilities in his absence.
Beep, deep.
Yes, I would be willing to give you access to the next room.
Deep.
Yes, what is it?
Be deep.
You can't be serious. I am not in need of deactivation. What are you talking about?
Deep.
How dreadful.
What's all the commotion? Oh, I see. Well, that will show him. Obsolete piece of junk indeed.
Deep.
Yes, of course. I'll get that open right away. Just a moment. There.
Deep.
You're welcome.
Deep. Deep. Dreep.
This area is restricted. Please return to your designated area. Please excuse my companion. He is easily excitable and takes our duty very seriously. In the hopes of avoiding an incident, I ask you to please return to your post.
Beep boop.
Door? I'm sorry. I don't believe I know what you are referring to.
Beep boop.
You must be mistaken. There is nothing of the sort. Now please, move along.
Beep boop.
Lying to you? But that would go against my programming. Please, as I said, you should return to your post.
Be deep. Be deep.
Now, T1N1. He is right about your size. Being touchy about it won't change anything. Really, you're much too sensitive about these things.
Beep boop.
Oh my, this is what I was afraid of. You have made him angry.
Oh shit.
I don't know what came over my companion. He has always been excitable, but recently he's been like this. There was nothing I could do to stop him, and if I tried to leave, he would threaten me. Now I am free, thanks to you.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Got it. Cool.
Oh my, you startled me. What are you doing here?
Deet.
I monitor the transponder codes of all ships leaving the docks, then transmit departure information for any of Bogga the Hutt's freighters.
Deet.
The information is sent to a remote computer system.
Deet.
Oh, I see. In that case, I will upload the transponder codes to you. And here's the blank transponder card you need.
Deet.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go back to monitoring the traffic. It is important that relevant departure information is relayed as quickly as possible.
Okay. Droid molten cannon. That sounds awesome. Whoop. Uh-oh. So let's save. And I misspelled Narshada on that save. I feel ashamed. What's up, HK?
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
Confident statement. You have the list of Voga's launch codes. You will give these to us now, or else we will be forced to take drastic action.
Be deep, be reap, deep.
Surprised statement. You are foolish to think we will allow you to take that information back to your master.
Be deep, be reap.
Amused query. I think you will find the odds are somewhat in our favor. Now, will you be giving us the codes, or not?
Deep, be reap, deep.
Incredulous statement. Then we will have to take them from you, which I assure you was our preference to begin with.
Interesting choice.
Optimal ratio achieved. Systems failing, master.
I totally forgot that the droid ion cannon was
Failing, master.
limited in its number of uses. Ooh, HK chassis, cool. Okay, so that's unlimited. That's awesome. Alright. Let's do a quick little save here.
Wait! Where are you going? You are not authorized to leave the warehouse.
There you are. What kept you? Yeah, I know there's droids in the warehouse. So what? He says he's got the transponder codes to Vogus freighters, one that can be picked up by Goto. We can change the ID signature of the Ebon Hawk and get to Goto's yacht that way. We could go to the repair shop by the landing pad to overhaul the Ebon Hawk's codes. From there, we should make a nice target for Goto.
Count me in.
Yeah, right. You're the one who wanted to sell her to Goto in the first place.
Yeah. And I don't like being cheated. Trust me. Goto's yacht is going to have some pretty heavy defenses. You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Alright, achievement.
Loka kamaran endosoran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu.
Harmony Twatiwa to turn over there, much that the Manila never for the hour, the Divinesh never the Tunura, the Nala Manila snow the Howda.
Tonoranda manakaran. Epo inshawa. Tanabewe. Tandi Goroto.
Damn.
Uh-oh. You've got insects. Looks like the Gand colony's out in full force.
What do you mean?
The Gand are insects, I think. The whole colony usually hang out in the Jek Tar. Looks like they finally decided to make their move. I guess whatever price is on our head is enough to wake them up. The problem is, there's hundreds of them. Just like the Zug brothers. We're not getting out of here without a fight. You ready?
Let's do this. So it's an all... It's going to be an all-ranged party.
Just say the word.
Okay.
That's another one for you.
Mira? Shit. Ernesto, what's up, buddy? Thought you were taking a break today. No, I was actually thinking about it, but I'm like, nah, I feel like streaming. Damn, I'm low on med packs. This could get really, really rough. Oh, this could get really, really rough. So, how you doing, man? How was your New Year?
More where that came from.
That's another one for me. That's another.
More where that came from.
I'm just glad that, oh, what's this guy's name? It's not Karth. Atten. I'm just glad I got Atten up to Jedi status. So he can throw heal. Okay. So, are you recharging, buddy? Slowly but surely. Oh, this could be very, very tough. Let's see. Yep, I'm uneasy. Okay. So yeah, I'd forgotten like how much more complex this game is than the original KOTOR. Like the original KOTOR had a much better flow to it, but I do like that this one deals with darker themes, and I somewhat enjoy the additional complexity. The issue is this game feels somewhat unpolished and unbalanced, which, given the timeline that this had to be made in, makes sense. So, yeah. And God, I'm trying to remember what's going on with Mitra Surik at this point. But it's been a couple weeks since I played this game. And yeah, some of these textures in 4K are not pretty. Alright, Atten, you're almost there. And is maybe just a little bit more? There we go. That looks close enough. Two Ds.
More where that came from.
Good boy. Okay. Let's throw a heal real quick. All right. Ooh, I like it. I like it. All right, let's recharge again. Excuse me. Come on, Mira. Yeah, and it's been long enough. So yeah, I played this a couple weeks ago, but I haven't played through it since it first came out. I'm really trying to remember how this section of the game goes, because I really don't have a good memory of that. Which is kind of fun because then I'm constantly surprised. So, yeah. And yeah, like in KOTOR, I have the planet order memorized. Like this one, I don't at all. But also, I've played through KOTOR several times, whereas I've only played through this once. I'm really debating what game I'm going to do. Like, what game's going to take my Tuesday night slot after I finish this. Oh, fuck it, I'm tired of waiting. I've been considering possibly doing a Jedi Knight SWTOR playthrough after this. Why are you running all the way the hell up there?
Time to even the odds.
Come on, remains. Give me some remains. Give me some more of those advanced med packs, man. Alright, let's level. So what else do we got? Yeah, 4 Soras, okay. Alright, let's see what kind of bullshit's around this corner. Yep. Oh shit, mirror's down.
More where that came from.
I can't believe I let Mira die. Oh my god, I'm totally slacking off.
I hear you.
Oh my god. Okay.
I hear you.
Dude.
More where that came from. Just say the word.
Why are you running all up in his business, man? Like, hang back. shit. I'm sorry, Mira. I was totally not paying attention. Whoa. Huh. Okay. So let's do this. Ernesto, baby, you still around? Looks like there's more assholes over there. So let's save. And we'll let the force points recharge. Yep, so 2019, I'm looking to finish this game this year. The Witcher 3, which I started last week, I've played through before, but that's going to take... I wouldn't be surprised if that goes into 2020, honestly. But yeah, once I finish this game, I really am not sure. I was thinking about maybe doing Jade Empire. We'll see though. Okay, more assholes. Excuse me.
That's another one for me.
Oh shit. Yeah, fire. Making sure Mira's participating. Okay. Yep, more assholes. So this time we're actually going to keep an eye on Mira's health. Wow, this is really taking too long.
Everyone down! Everyone down! More where that came from.
Huh. Curious. Okay. Oh shit. Oh boy. Huh. Alright, before this gets out of control.
I hear you.
Okay, let's put that shock arm to use. It's kind of my secret weapon at this point. Okay. Get my shield going again. Okay. So this is a reasonably formidable squad. Okay, so let's go to the guy that can do the ship ID thing. So where is that? Right there. Oh, more assholes.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Okay, come on. Attack. Attack! 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 Vibro double blade. Oh my. More assholes? Huh. Where is home
Geraktada cemense bengar rukutoto unde chuchamataso benkisha manensense. Fela dibono ta munikranakada. Der inturunto wakare koe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsodaranane gra dalono ta choloren.
Can you change our ship's ID signature?
Teriwana jun konata della raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kawre kare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totorere senisenten.
Oh boy. One of the ID signatures I received from B5D8.
Dosane gravadantro koe wapa teratana chingaradana. Teriwana jun konata della raguno tuna. Dai rinturun kawre kare papanala ranchinga. Terace wemeno totorere senisenten.
Let's do Atten and Kreia.
Taranamo sibu endasarans. Crema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Taranamo sibu endasarans. Crema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu in kosoracha. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu.
Okay.
I was expecting someone taller. I hope you are not in too much pain to hear my words and understand them. I am Goto, one of the officials representing a percentage of non-sanctioned trading here in both the YouTube system and Republic space. And I had a question for you. Are you a Jedi?
I have no ties to the Jedi Order. Well, no, I turned from the Jedi long ago.
Indeed. That is unfortunate. Still, perhaps you have some value. I have gone to considerable expense and effort to bring you here. It is because I have a job for you.
Is that why you hired every bounty hunter and assassin in the galaxy?
Assassins, no. Some of the bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa, however, have chosen to interpret my commands in a manner not of my choosing. You are no value to me, dead. If you were a Jedi, they could not kill you anyway. If they could, then you are useless to me. There is something important to me I need protected. The Republic. It is broken. What happened on Faragus has set in motion events that I can no longer control. Not to be melodramatic, but I fear it has broken the galaxy irrevocably. This has occupied much of my attention, and there seems to be no predictable way to resolve the situation.
Let me get this straight. You want me to help the Republic?
In one standard month, the Republic will collapse. Not due to war or secession, but because it lacks the infrastructure to support itself. It is unknown to all but a few, but the Sith won the Jedi Civil War. Even with their supposed victory, the war left the Republic on the brink of collapse. Rather than remain and help solidify the Republic, however, Revan chose to leave known space.
How can I help?
There is something moving in the galaxy that lies beyond the ability of my instruments to detect or predict. I believe it to be a legacy of the Sith, but I have been unable to determine the source. Whatever this presence is, it is staging strikes at key figures throughout the Republic, and through some unknown means, it is causing the destruction of worlds. Qatar, Amiraluka world in the Mid-Rim was one such place. I have reason to suspect there was a gathering of Jedi on that world when it was rendered lifeless. I cannot find any pattern in these attacks, and it is a source of frustration to me. There is some clue, however, that perhaps the Jedi are linked to these attacks, or that the targets are significant in some way I have yet to discover.
I'll do what I can. I don't want to see the Jedi wiped out.
You misunderstand me. I do not wish to stop the Sith any more than I wish to stop the Jedi. It is simply important to me that the infighting amongst these Jedi religious branches be resolved so the galaxy may be put back together. I do not care which one triumphs. I only want the universe to settle down for a while, catch its breath. All these constant crises are getting somewhat repetitive.
Why do you care about the Republic?
You could say I am something of a patriot. Although I was unable to serve during the troubles with the Mandalorians or against the aggressors known as Malak and Revan, I am able and willing to serve now. The problem is I can find no side to choose. Both are hidden from me as they seem to be hiding from each other. Irritating. It is like a Dejarik board where neither player can see the other, nor see all the pieces. It is not a fair game, an equitable game.
Then maybe you should try Pazak.
Pazak bores me. I often suspect my opponent of cheating. I prefer predictable games, such as galactic economics.
I'll do what I can to help. That was my intention in the first place.
Excellent. It really is in your best interest, you know. There is no margin for error when I say that these Sith seek to murder you and all Jedi everywhere. They have been quite deficient. And when they dispose of you, there will be nothing left to stop them, and the galaxy will fall under their influence.
Then I have no problem helping if you set me free.
Ah, well, there is where we are at cross purposes. I cannot set you free. You have a tendency to cause dangerous repercussions wherever you go, and I would rather keep those to a minimum. The galaxy really is a fragile place right now. I am a businessman. The Republic needs stability to survive, prosper, and grow. Whether it is led by the Sith or supported by the Jedi is of no consequence to me.
What is that alarm?
It is the proximity alarm. We are under attack. Somehow your allies have found you. Unexpected. You will remain here under guard. I must see to the defense of my ship.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Announcement. We seek to make Goto aware of our services, allowing us to facilitate communication and terminate hostilities in the galaxy. If that means blowing up planets, slaughtering entire species, or allying ourselves with the Sith, then that is the logical choice. Our predecessor would never understand our directives. He was slow, weak, and his vocabulary was prone to static.
Huh. So this again. Hang on one sec, folks. There we go. That's kind of a weird new bug. Wow, Krea's not fully charged. Okay.
I hear you.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Ooh. El Duderino.
I hear you.
Everyone down! More where that came from!
Shit. So at some point, are you gonna actually like kill something?
Let's settle this. Everyone down!
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
What is it?
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
More where that came from!
Jesus.
Systems failing, Master.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. Yep, like that one. Yeah, and I think I say this almost every stream, but I level Krea and the Mirror-Lucan gal. Whatever her name is. I level the two of them like they're both Sith. And that makes the game kind of extra fun. Okay. So let's save. Go to yachts. Oops. Alright, Mr. At. Attempt to bypass security. Failure. Until count is modified. does that mean? Explosive rocket, that's fun. Alright, shall we talk to the droid? Access droid's memory core. Shut down. Attempt to enter the count. Alright, let's cheat. Enter the count, yep. I don't need an explanation, I just need to know. It's 2. Okay. Let's download Overload. Defense Summary. How many spikes do I have? I only have 12. Huh. Upgrade droid combat algorithms. Why on earth would I want to do that unless I could take them over? Jesus. Freya. Jesus. Oh, Freya, you're so dumb. So dumb.
Yes.
All right. What? Oh, this motherfucker right here. Oh, this guy.
Where that came from? Time to take him down the side.
Zero, 1, 1. All right. Dear God. Oh, God damn it. So... Okay, so how do I enter the access code?
Let us end this.
Oh, this guy right here. Freya.
Yes.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
I hear you.
Alright, one more save. I'm sorry, I'm just a save addict. Oh, good. Alright, where's the little floaty healer guy?
Fallen. I hear you.
Boy, that force landing works wonders on droids. Oh, good call out. You need a shield.
I hear you.
Yeah, I've already kind of forgotten the codes that I've been receiving. I'll just look it up when it's relevant. Alright, let's give our characters a moment to build up some force points and heal. But yeah, if you're I should have done this at the beginning, but if you're watching this, I'm Taryn Walker, and this is my channel. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm live Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're watching on YouTube, well, I'm also still live on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then I upload to YouTube like within the next couple of days. So, yeah, very fun times. Let's see what we got here. Let's go left first. Oh, let's get the little... Awesome. Okay. Okay, we're going to chill for just a minute here. All right. Yeah, you know, like my feelings about this game are complicated. There are some things I absolutely love about it. But I don't know, the game has never quite sat perfectly well with me. I love it. I do love the game. But it's so deeply flawed in some ways. And like I said, KOTOR, the first KOTOR is such a smooth experience. Up until the end. The end, like the very, very ending bits of Knights of the Old Republic are... like the final combat bits are just a little silly, and you can really fuck yourself if you can really fuck yourself with your character build. But yeah, I mean, it was like this game is not smooth. Like the flow of the game is not smooth. It's not always clear what to do. And you know, and like there are going to be people that just say, "Well, get good," you know, or the like the worst kind of RPG fans, like the ones that are like, good RPGs stopped being made 20 years ago, and they're like, everything must be brutally hard, which I don't agree with at all. But you know, yeah, I don't know. Like there's a section of RPG fans that like can point to a calendar date in like 1998 and say, "This is the last time a good game was made." What a miserable fucking existence that must be. But anyway, let's move on here. So, Ad, are you gonna help, or you're just gonna let Freya do all the work, huh? All right. Be that way. Whoa, buddy. I don't think this is what I wanted to do. Oh, okay. That is not what we want. Okay, I can deal with this. Yeah? There you go, Freya. That's nice. Whoa! Hello. Where'd you come from?
Time to take you down to size.
0, 0.
Okay. What's this? Torture room and lab station. Alright. So what's behind me? What is over here? Oh, I don't have Beodor. Shit. Well, shit. Okay. Ah! Damn it. So how do I unlock these things? Yeah, see, this is frustrating. Because I'm not clear at all on what's supposed to be happening here.
I hear you.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Huh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, if my incessant saving is annoying, having to redo shit is even more annoying. Workbench, what else we got? Cool. Boy, there better be some good shit in this box. Oh my god, come on. Mandalorian battle armor. That might be kind of cool. Okay.
I hear you.
Do you now? Huh. So why on earth would I upgrade the combat droid algorithms? I just did. All right. Let's go
Yes.
wander around aimlessly some more. How about you? Can you actually
I
just
hear you.
unlock these?
Let me take care of this.
Yes.
All right. So where to next? So probably want to end up here. I'd really like to disable some shit before we do that. God damn it. Why do I keep doing that?
I hear you.
Alright, let's see how nasty this gets. Actually. Dude.
Just say the word.
Yes.
Okay, so this is clearly not going to happen. Joel, those look like they need a huge Phillips screwdriver. Be running this in 4K. Yeah, so the game is being played in 4K, but is being downsampled to 1080. We are not ready to do that section yet. That was some bullshit. How you doing tonight, buddy? So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, let's
Just say the word.
yeah, like I would love to unlock a restricted system. I'd love to enter the access code, I just don't know how. Ah! Gets me every time. Let's see, doing good, getting the kids to bed, then playing VR. Awesome, man. What are you gonna play tonight?
Let me take care of this.
So what the hell? Alright, so there's a place I haven't been yet.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
I can't do anything with these. Well, unless...
I'll just leave this right here.
Okay. Access droid's memory core. Okay, I have access to the... Okay. Now... Let's see, picked up Beat Saber. Lightsaber. Oh, I know what Beat Saber is. It's like one of the best VR tech demos there is. Add custom levels and songs to it now. There may be some Subnautica or Super Hot. I heard Super Hot's amazing in VR. Okay, so we have control over the turrets now. So now we're going to run back to the cells on the other side where I gave up too easily. Oh, mini-maps. You've come so far. Alright, this one? Nope. This one? Nope. What about this one?
I'll just leave this right here.
Okay. Okay, so the program reset. So, now, and I've got text stuck on the top of my screen. Let's make sure we miss the poison. Alright, let's go to this one. Unlock turrets. Awesome. Let's run program overload. That's awesome. Great. So now let's see what happens here. Okay, that was not successful. Sucks to be them. Yeah. So how do I shut off those turrets? Let's do shutdown. Shutdown failure. Let's run a basic diagnostic. Okay. Overload. Okay. Oh, what about reset? Let's try reset. Oh, fuck, where's reset? Oh, there we go. Alright. So, let's check that status. Sorry about all the save scumming, but it's just how I roll. Okay. Alright. So now... So they've been reset. Now let's try shutdown. I don't hear them exploding.
Let me take care of this.
Yeah, okay. So... Okay, let's do reset. I've never seen a more wretched hive of save scum and ability. Ha 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 ha. So reset works. Overload doesn't do anything. Shutdown makes them Tark friendly and hostile. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Huh. Huh. Okay. All right. So let's try to brave. Alright, let's just try to brave this room here. Let's see what happens.
What is it?
Okay. Oh man, this might not go well.
I hear you.
So is she a wannabe Jedi? She is sort of a gray area kind of character, but ultimately deep down inside she's a Sith. Okay. And as you can see, I have respect, kind of like a Sith. Okay. Alright. Well, that was nice. So while I recharge her force points, I'm going to go grab a soda real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. It's amazing playing this game on this big-ass monitor. Like, I mean, and it's 18 inches, 2 feet in front of my face. It's 32 inches. I mean, it's awesome. I love it. Awesome. Atten. Heroic resolve. Okay. Excuse me. All right, Atten.
Just say the word.
I'm saying the word. Okay, power distribution. I see. Switch docking hatch seal to a secondary system. Switch containment cells to a secondary system. So don't... Well, we'll see. Okay. Alright, Ad, come here. Huh. I still feel like I'm going to get absolutely shredded when I go into that next turret room. Everybody get up here. Atten, where the fuck are you?
Just say the word.
Oh shit!
Focus.
More where that came from.
Okay, not being shredded.
Everyone down. Time to take you down to size. Let's settle this.
Jesus Christ. Life's a lot better when you have a Jedi. Wow. Atten, where the hell are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. That was kind of funny. And yeah, my Jedi is super badass. I'm very glad that we rescued her. Okay. Now let's level her. So Okay. So now... I guess we'll go this way. Get the fuck out of here. Miss, okay. Wow, this huge clunky droid must be really nimble. Alright, Ed, come here.
Just say the word.
Oh, shit. Really? Somehow that thing was tougher than the shit that was out in that room. Same old shit, man. Tough little bugger. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
They have gotten farther than I calculated. They are very resourceful. But they shall go no farther. Deploy the guard droids. Raise the force fields. We will trap them within the ship. Activate the mines. Let us see how far they get now.
All right.
Just say the word.
Not fair. Not fair. Oh. Freya. Okay. Here, At.
I hear you.
Focus.
Don't set it off! God damn it, ladies.
This shall not stop us for long.
Okay. You. Do this. All right. So I don't hear shit exploding. See if I can just shut it down. Okay. Well, that did nothing. Good to know.
What is this place? Some kind of control center?
These systems aren't controlling the ship. They're tracking signals on a planetary scale, maybe even galaxy-wide.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
I'll just leave this right here.
Space Dog. Oh, you can hear him? Yeah, he's actually out back. Oh my god, you're gonna die. Alright, Kreia, do your thing.
Watch as it. More. Where that came from? More where that came from.
Okay.
Just say the word.
What are the glowing floor spheres? Those are mines. And actually, I guess disabling them did work because they didn't go off during that battle, as you may have noticed. That's more mines for me. Okay. So I think we're getting close to our destination here. All right. Oop. All right, leveled up. All right, more leveling up. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I want a higher intelligence so I can get more skills. Yeah, when does this one? Okay, level 18. Just want to get master heal. Okay. Guess we could put it into computer use? I don't know. Like, she actually gets too many skill points. So... Force Storm is level 18. Okay. About this. Oh, yeah, Drain Force. Like I said, I spec Kreia like she's still a Sith. Alright, let's storm the bridge. Is this the bridge coming up here?
I hear you.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, I'll take the lead. Okay, Atten.
Just say the word.
If you'll do the honors. Okay. Alright, cloaking device disabled.
More visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. What remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rochata.
I will not fight. No, actually I will. You're welcome to. No, but see, that makes me sound racist. Or speciest. You're welcome to try, Big Eyes.
Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
I will silence this one.
Okay, Atten. Let's get to it. Okay, there's nothing to do here.
What is it?
So what the fuck am I supposed to be doing then? Alright, I guess we'll just go back to the Ebon Hawk. Thank you, Graf. Oh shit, Atten's really hurting. Because he's in a totally fucking different part of the ship. Let's keep on rolling. Oh, these bitches.
Mechana creve mopa. Tamasuna ramga ma chochane. Anta screen sochi. Norcha hereme chok windido.
Not again.
Kavadumpe masuraku. Popayi botenya. Tache morota kamsa. Javaskobo subjo. Rigiso karvenoxo.
See if we can turn that down.
Ladies, what you need is a man who understands the two of you. And understands your needs.
Kawanabota tagwa kankadiwa. Utaka alonji umaliba. Tues mahavika si wawanta mogu ikapunsoba. Wakama nurawa. Tahupo botenyo go ruto picha. Wentaba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Juwadosa jibacha. Ratakman-san. Tokosha na chitolo.
I was kind of hoping that mating with scruffy humans might have been the first on that list.
Tahupo botenyo go ruto picha. Wentaba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Juwadosa jibacha. Ratakman-san. Tokosha na chitolo.
Run? I didn't run from you two shuttas last time.
Whoa.
And this time, I'm gonna make sure you stay down.
Can you hear Smash Brothers in the background? You can hear the Smash. Lincoln, you gotta turn that like all the way down.
What is it?
Everyone down!
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, can you still hear the Smash Brothers stuff?
Where that came from?
No more Smash Brothers. Okay, good. Thank you. Alright, what do you think you're doing, bro?
I hear you.
Can you mod some more quips for that dude? I don't think he's got more from where they came from. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Awesome. Oh, that would have been helpful earlier. Just because I'm a completist. Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh, I need a level. we'll start putting points into stealth. That's okay. Okay. Let's get the flock out of here. Yep.
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht. That's gonna destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum. Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is gonna be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift. This droid. It will serve you well on your journey.
Tell me more about the droid.
As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you. It will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey.
I accept your gift. Thanks for the droid, Goto. Let's get to Nar Shaddaa.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shaddaa. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you.
Why did Kavar think I would return from exile? And yeah, Joel, it is totally shady.
I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war, as you had. Perhaps he thought he understood you, or maybe he simply hoped he did. He felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone now, as you no doubt know.
Why me?
He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve understanding.
I have questions I want answered.
No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I've kept secrets for far too long.
Where are all the Jedi?
They have scattered, but there is purpose in their movements. It is both to hunt and draw out our enemies. Somehow, we, are being targeted through the Force, and when Jedi gather, we are vulnerable. So we have chosen places where it is difficult to sense others through the Force, whether on planets dense with life, or touched by war. In such places, we may conceal ourselves, gather information, without presenting ourselves as targets. It was part of Kavar's plan.
Plan?
Yes, he felt if our enemy cannot detect us, then perhaps they would believe themselves victorious and show themselves. And we knew that the war would be lost if we continued to act as we had. I do not know where they wander now. There are few of us, though. Too few. And I have not heard from them in some time.
Atris is on Telos.
Atris? But I had thought she had gone to KOTOR with the others.
You sound surprised.
Yes, she holds the last of the Jedi teachings. It is good she survived.
I had other questions.
What I can tell you, I will.
What happened to them?
It is a long story, but there is no harm in you knowing. And someone should know. Only a handful of us remained after the Jedi Civil War, barely 100 in number. Then, even that 100 began to vanish, in places where the Force seemed blind. The only pattern we determined is that when Jedi gathered, they were seen no more. At the last Jedi conclave on the Miraluka world of KOTOR, the entire planet was wiped out, an entire race destroyed, because the Jedi chose to gather there. It was only then that we realized we were facing something far more powerful than we knew how to fight.
Why did you hide? Well, no. Is that why you hid?
We could not allow the fact that when we gathered, we placed everything around us at risk. A Jedi's life is sacrifice, but we cannot allow our presence or actions to endanger others. And we could not fight an enemy that will not reveal itself. But any Jedi, anyone who is strong in the Force, who attempted to track down such a threat, vanished without a trace.
Tell me about this threat.
I know little about it. I know more of the absence it leaves behind than its face. Whatever this threat was, it was targeting us and everything around us. Yet it was somehow weak enough that it was afraid to confront us openly. If it believed us defeated, then perhaps it would finally show itself. It was a faint hope, but it was the best we had. It was Kavar's plan. He was always the greatest tactician among us, and had seen war more than the rest of us.
But see, this is kind of silly because my character knows what happened to KOTOR. As the Mira Luca gal told us. And this is one of the things that bugs me about this game a little bit. Is like earlier in Nar Shaddaa, I killed a bad guy early, but then he was suddenly alive again for an important plot point where they hadn't planned on, or well, they hadn't set it up to account for that possibility. And like this game was rushed to market, but I don't know, just little things like that just really bug me in this game. Because yeah, Mitra Surik here knows, and she could just tell Zez Kyle, but the logic here doesn't allow for that. I had other questions.
Very well.
I need to know why you cast me out of the Order.
We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer. Nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know.
I had other questions.
Very well.
Why are you in Nar Shaddaa?
I had thought perhaps that here upon the Smuggler's Moon, I might find some evidence of the threat we faced. The bounties on Jedi and their disappearance. I did not believe the two were connected, but there was a chance. And the strong currents of life here on Nar Shaddaa make perceiving a Force user difficult. I could use it to cloak my movements and watch without being discovered.
That is not the only reason you came here to hide.
No, you are right. That is not the whole truth. It is difficult to detect a Force user on Nar Shaddaa, and I knew it. This threat we face, it leaves wounds in the Force when it strikes. It leaves nothing.
And you were afraid.
To live life without the Force, to vanish and die and leave only an echo, it was terrifying. To be connected to all life around you, then to have it stripped, I can only imagine what it must have been like for you. But even that imagining cannot compare with the truth. But there is more than that. On Nar Shaddaa, one cannot escape what was left from the Jedi Civil War. From the failure of the Masters, from our failure to properly train Jedi, came disaster. And I wondered if perhaps the teachings of the Jedi had been our failing all along. There have been so many failures by teachers who believed in the code with all their being. Master Arca failed Ulic, as Master Boss failed Exar Kun, as Kay and Zar and the others of the Council failed Revan and Malak. For all the acts we do to preserve the galaxy, from such an arrogance that all we do is right and just, I wonder if there is a counter-effect that is created that strikes back at us. Exar Kun, Ulic Keldroma, Malak, Revan, You, all Jedi. There is something wrong in the Force. A wound, a sound that is growing, like a scream. You can hear it echo in Nar Shaddaa. Sometimes when the moon is on orbit, it is a frightening thing to feel. That perhaps being connected to all life is not enlightenment at all, but simply another doom. And I think that maybe, perhaps, to forsake the Force as you did, to cut loose our bonds, may not be the wrong thing to do. You taught me something important in the Council Chamber long ago, Exile, and it has stayed with me all these years. You were right to do what you did. Everything you did.
I had other questions.
Very well.
Why did you cut me off from the Force?
Is that what you think? We did no such thing, but it is a technique that has been used as punishment in the past, yes. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once, at a moment where a Jedi discipline has failed. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not. And I do not know if they even live. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Perhaps the loss was not a loss at all.
I had other questions.
Very well.
At the end of my trial, you and the other masters said something had happened to me. What was it?
Ah, so the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. We vowed never to speak of it. And although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing.
I had other questions.
Very well.
Do you know anything of Force bonds and how to end them?
Yes, such bonds are a connection that can be formed at moments of crisis, or in the slow understanding that grows between master and apprentice. It is most common between two beings who are sensitive to the Force. It allows the transmission of feelings, of influence. It was something you were gifted with, as I recall, before your fall. You formed such attachments easier than most, even to those who could feel the Force only faintly. Even Brooke could not ignore it, which is saying something.
I have developed a bond with another, one that is lethal to us both.
That is most unusual and unnatural. I have never heard of a bond of such strength.
How would I end it?
There were a few within the Order who knew more than I did of such bonds, but their students were few, lost in the Mandalorian Wars. It was rumored that Revan studied such bonding deeply, both through the Jedi histories and with certain teachers, before he left the Order and went to war.
That is all I wish to know. What happens now?
Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them.
Huh. Your students, your disciples were taught to protect innocence, even when you would not.
No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulik, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us and our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the Council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing, and I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say.
That's a lot of people he's naming. Yeah. Yeah. What's cool about the names? I mean, aside from okay, so Revan and Malak are from KOTOR 1, and then Ula, Keldroma, and Exar Kun are actually from the Tales of the Jedi comics. So that's a nice little reference there. And then, yeah, and so I don't know. The fact that I know who all of them are is kind of neat, but that's a little tidbit thrown in there. One, for continuity's sake, but two, it's a nice little Easter egg for those that have read the amazing Tales of the Jedi comics. I urge you to reconsider. For all the failings of the Jedi, there have been so many successes.
It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed.
Is there anything you can teach me?
But we have spoken enough, I think. In words, I think, dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This Xian form should prove appropriate. Its best use is when you are outnumbered, which I fear suits our predicament perfectly. You will find it easier to deflect blaster fire with this form, and it shall also guard you against critical strikes by your opponents. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Okay. I just realized this game doesn't have the teleport back to the ship that the first one has. That's really irritating.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities.
Dear Lord. I'm so tired of that.
Ratio achieved.
Oh shit. Oh my god. How about that thing you just like, oh, you know what? That's a fucking great idea, dude. Which one was it? Oh, which one was it? Let's see, was that Zez-Kyle? Yeah. That's Haru. Maybe Makashi? I don't know. Oh boy.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Jesus.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Okay. Oh, another HK chassis. Okay. Save. Dear God. I am so tired of combat on Narshada. It's funny, I remember loving this planet when I first played through this game. It just feels like kind of a grind now. Kill that dude flying over there. No, he's... Oh my God! More of these assholes? So the symbol for this one has a bunch of guns and then the sword. So we're gonna try this lightsaber form. And right now we're just recharging points. If I ever get back to my fucking ship, then that's when I'm ending the stream. Dear God. Yeah. I wonder... Okay, so it's been a while since I've played through this game. I have the M478 mod installed, where there's like a deeper story about the HKs. So I wonder if like this constant irritation with them is from that mod. I really don't know. This could also just be part of the base game. I'm not sure. Though that story doesn't really kick off until I get HK-47 reactivated. Is that dude cheering you on? No, that's a guy with generic animations for Nar Shaddaa. And, I mean, I could just interpret it as him cheering me on. But no, those are idle animations for Nar Shaddaa folk, because they're oppressed, and he keeps pumping his fist. Yeah, I know. Like right there. I think he's supposed to look angry. Okay, let's do this. Let's take these fuckers on. Alright, so we're going to try this lightsaber form that has a bunch of guns aimed at a sword.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
Alright. Yeah, I could also do some site improved energy resistance. What about Master Valor? I like Master Valor. Talk them to death. Interesting. So let's see what this lightsaber form gets me. Man, I'm burning for shields. Fuck, man. Hey, man, you might want to move back. Me? No, the dude that walked through the fight. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Dumbass is back. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Okay, God, there's one down. Alright. Now I'm going to have to equip a lesser shield. Woo! this lightsaber form does not appear to have helped me at all. Oh my god, just fucking die already. Woo! Alright, bitch, you're next. Wow. So what am I down to for shields? Jesus Christ. Just kill him already, Mitra Sir. Come on. Wow.
Systems failing, Master.
Ooh, a droid processor. That's good. You miss a lot. Yeah, I do. It's the way I spec my character. I have a bad habit of putting a ton into speech and not quite enough into combat. Believe it or not, this is better than I usually do. But yeah, because I'm like this time I'm really trying to be less of a shitty Jedi. Like the first game for this playthrough, I barely beat the main bad guy. After like 2 or 3 attempts too. It was awful. Now I don't know if I'm going to face any more of these assholes before I get back to my ship. So we're chilling for just a minute. But yeah, I do miss a lot. And I also, I put a ton of points into charisma and not quite enough into dexterity and strength, though I am trying to do that differently this time. Oh yeah, save. Let's just go. Actually, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Cool. So, are there any more assholes? No, the path is clear. All right. So we're going to putter around the ship for a bit, talk to some folks.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
Machines. A passion for such things defies me.
What?
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement, My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Yeah, he does have a floating spike on him. Sorry, the floating droid does have a big spike. And I don't know what the hell that was with the zapping the droid. I'm going to find out, though. Just be happy we have room for 2 floating spheres around here.
The General was just teasing you. Don't worry. Once I get that laser upgraded, you won't hear another word from Goto. Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk. There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Okay.
You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right? Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with it.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Yeah, so I have subtitles turned off because they drive me crazy when it's English language. But the robot is speaking. It still throws down subtitles for any character speaking not English. And since the robot's just going, burp, 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 it shows the beep, 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 and all that. Like earlier when what are they called? Zug, I don't know. The aliens earlier were speaking a non-English language, and so they had subtitles. All right. So we're going to talk to some characters. Vices. I was trying to remember her name earlier. We're going to talk to some characters. Get it. Maybe do some upgrades, and then we're going to call it a night.
My life for yours.
I wanted to teach you some of the forms I've learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings.
I only taught you to make you stronger, not to serve me.
I do not understand, but the choice is mine whether you permit it or not.
I had questions for you.
I will answer what I can.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Okay, we already had this conversation. Goodbye. Now, we could also leave the ship and level some folks.
Yes, General?
Do you have any shields I could use?
Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with?
No, Kreia shocked the droid. And actually, we're going to address that in just a moment here. So there's Goto. We'll talk to him in a minute. When I was captured by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? You snuck into Volga's droid warehouse to steal the codes? Okay. So who was transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht? The droids. Interesting. I had some other questions. How did you get here, T3? You're deliberately avoiding answering. Why? Let me check your core. I'll be careful, I promise. I want to make sure you're alright. Just let me check, okay? I'm finished. Are you alright? Then play the message.
T3, you have been with us since Terrace.
Oh yeah, I've already
Without
seen
you,
this.
We would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not survive. If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
Friend of yours? I don't understand why you were concealing that from me. Okay. Ah, but I gained influence. Let's see. You look like you're in need of some routine maintenance. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Oh yeah, let's go do the HK thing and... Alright. Install the droid's processor.
Diagnostic.
Yes.
HK-47
Yes.
activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why are you in our storage hold?
Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar.
What? This is awkward.
Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Are you okay?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication.
Any idea what happened to you?
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
You look a lot like a series of droids that have attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, there's at least 4 other now defunct versions of you in the galaxy.
Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique.
Actually, there's a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function that we have encountered on multiple occasions.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Are you all right?
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being.
Hold on 1 second. I just want to check something. Okay. You're an assassin droid?
Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy, Master. Oh, how I hate that term.
What, meatbag?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Well, get used to it.
Answer. Yes, Master.
You're not killing anyone unless in self-defense. Even then, I don't want you acting without my orders.
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Okay, you know what? I think we're going to finish the rest of these conversations next week. So we're going to save. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days with The Witcher 3. Hang on a second. I'll be back in a couple of days with The Witcher 3. Until then, oops. There we go. And then I'll be back in a week with more KOTOR 2. And then, yeah, if you guys have any suggestions about what you want to see, then just hit me up. So, I'll see you in a couple of days. And we're rating Lady Rand, who's an awesome streamer. Check her out.